It's Maggie, Mrs. Calabash. Come into my kitchen. We've got something a little bit different today. We're going to make a recipe that I've never tried before. I don't know if it's going to work. It could be fantastic or it could be an absolute disaster. This is test kitchen work. And it's an easy Italian flatbread, not bed, Piadina. I think that's how you pronounce it. Please, anybody can write into me and with comments, or if you've ever made any before, please write in and I can see your comments on here, and we'll see what we're going to do.
Problems.
We're having a streaming problem at the moment. What's wrong?
Well, it's just cutting in and out, that's all.
Oh, it's cutting.
Bear with us.
Bear with us, it's cutting in and out. Derek is recording it so that we can put it up as a complete program. It's problems with the internet. Everybody's using it. It was going quite well until now, and I think what's happened, people have had supper and now they've done the tidying up, and so they're going back and onto the computer and watching things on the computer. I'm just going to ask Derek a question. Do you want me to press go live again or what?
Yes. No. Yes. Just click in the window over there. See, it says okay.
Where?
In the window.
Show me.
Yeah, where it says right over there, the window, that window. Yeah, right there.
Where do I click?
What does it say?
Go live anyway.
Yes, go live anyway.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, now we've gone live. Oh,
We've lost it again.
Never mind.
I think. I don't know.
We're
I've
going
lost
live.
it. I've lost. I don't have a picture.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, the joys of going live in the moment. So, a piadina is it's the Italian version of a tortilla, and it's made entirely on the stovetop. So I'm using a cast iron pan today. So I'm thinking that you should be able to cook it out on the barbecue in summer and not heat the kitchen. And it's made out of all the ingredients that you have in the kitchen: flour, baking soda, a little salt, olive oil and water. And apparently in Italy, they fold it over, it comes around, they fold it over, and it's packed with meats and cheese and tomatoes, and but they don't put any dressing on like you do in North America. So we're going to have a go. So come over to the kitchen with me. I've changed my glasses so I know what I'm doing. So come over to the kitchen and let's see how it goes. How can I get in? Now I'm only making half the recipe because I've already made some up under here. These have been resting for about 3/4 of an hour under a wet cloth. So I've got flour, salt, and bicarbonate of soda, baking soda. So we're going to mix all these together. I did find when I was making that batch, because I'm using an all-purpose flour, and this could be a European recipe, that I did need more water. The flours in Europe aren't as strong as the flours in North America. Olive oil. So we just put the olive oil in until it's all absorbed, and water. And just mix around. Now I'm using more water, as I said, because it just didn't the amount given in the recipe just didn't cut it. I used about half as much again. And so it's all together like that. Let's get rid of that. Some flour. Let's just put that over there. A little flour. And you can knead it in the bowl like this, or I prefer to put it on a floured surface. So you just pull it together like that. So that everything gets mixed together. And by doing this, you're stretching the gluten in the flour. Make it into a, like that. Now, with the whole recipe, I think I got 6 because I didn't want them to be too thick. Yes. So, let's have a look. We'll get 3 out of this. Now, that one hasn't got as much, so it needs a little bit of that. So all we do is, again, just knead it like that, pinch it up like this into a little ball, roll it like that. Let's hope they work. I've got some ham and some cheese and tomato. So I'll cook 2, one for Derek, one for myself. And then after the show, then I'll finish the rest off. Now you can store these and freeze them and just soften them up again by reheating. Just put a little oil in your pan and just reheat them. There we are. That's as simple as that. So I don't get muddled up, we're going to put those there like that. Put that over. Now we're going to roll these out quite thinly, but I'm going to just put I'm going back to the stove just to turn the heat underneath the pan. So you see, I've got my cast iron pan. I can hardly lift it. I do love it, but it's very, very heavy. So let's go and roll these out and see what happens. It's always fun trying a new recipe. So I've got my good, strong rolling pin. The only trouble is it is rather large and it takes up a lot of space. So just keep flapping them over like that. Now you want to push hard. You don't want to roll backwards and forwards because that's stretching and not doing any good. Just a little more flour. Press down and make each roll count. I think that should do it. So let's just put this one on here like that, and we'll roll out one more. This will be great if these work. Fantastic, because that's a little bit sticky. At the moment, as you know, there's very little yeast around. And so if we can make some bread without using yeast, I've got a recipe I want to try for some olive oil bread, for some prosciutto bread with olives in it. So we'll have a look. I'll have a go, and maybe next week, who knows. We are working on things for the programme, and we're talking to Jabor, the musician who sings 20 bucks, and so hopefully we can bring him in.
Tell them about streaming again.
Well, yes, we're streaming, and I was talking to my daughter today about...
No, we're not having trouble.
Oh, we're having trouble?
Yeah.
Oh, we're having trouble with the streaming, apparently. But Derek will be able to put it together, Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we've finished. It's just the fact that everybody is on the internet at the same time. So I'm going to take these over here like this. That is hot. It's steaming. Turn that down. I want to brush a little olive oil in the pan, like that. And just push that into there. Turn the heat up a little. Let me just take this back over to the butcher block. You do get a few bubbles on the top. I'm going to turn that over, and then we're going to turn it over back again. You can serve these either hot or cold, so you could put some nice hot bacon and sausage in there, which would be rather nice. So let's get, the secret is to have your pan hot without burning it. But they do thicken up quite nicely. Look, see if I can show you. You know, they're thickened. I just want to get them a little bit more golden. I'm going to run away for a minute, just clean off my working surface.
I'm with you.
He's with me. He's got me. I confuse him sometimes. I run around the kitchen and he can't catch me. I'm going back again. Look. So they are a little bit like a naan bread, and I'm going back for this. I need this plate. That one's cooked. Put this one in. Oh, I think I better put a little more oil in there. It looks dry. Look, can you see, if I lift it up, how dry it is? So let's just brush a little more oil. Oh, look, I've frizzled my brush. An occupational hazard. Just put that there. Turn it down slightly. I'm just going to wash my hands. That will need turning over again. There we are. And as you say, these are really quick and easy to make. Fantastic if you're having a brunch. In fact, if you're having a brunch, you could get everybody rolling out their own, have a couple of pans, skillets on the stove, and let everybody cook their own. And then they can fill them. That sounds like a good idea. That one's cooked. I'll just move that off the heat, because with it being cast iron, it holds the heat. So we will remove that, and we'll just wipe down the board. So you see, it's only taken a few minutes and we're nearly set to go. I'm going to put them on there. Ooh, let's have a look, see what we've got. They smell quite good, actually. Now, this is my mixture of salt and pepper. 3 salt, 1 pepper. So, we've got half and half. So, roughly there and there. So, we've got some nice ham. Some ham.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
So am I. It smells so good. I quite like these. Easy
Me too, make more.
easy to make. And we've got some cheddar cheese. We'll put that on. Now, Derek, do you want tomato on yours?
No.
He doesn't want tomato. I'm having tomato on mine.
Okay. You talked me into it.
Talk you into it?
Yeah.
Okay, some cheese. They're rather large, those slices of tomato. A little seasoning. And there we are. Wow. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Come over here.
Let's just wipe that. Do you want one now?
Bring one over. No, okay, I gotta do this too.
I can't get out. Whoops, that's a little bit hot, the plate, so let's just get a trivet. And these, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. I think that was a success, don't you? See, hi Linda. Linda's my hairdresser. She will be absolutely appalled at my hair at the moment. And hi Barb. So that is the Piadina. I unfortunately have a problem saying words, so please correct me. But that would make, looking at it and how it's made, is quite a substantial salad, quite a substantial sandwich. So you could actually make them smaller than that. And anything that you put, some nice grated cheese in there so that it melts, and just put it back into the pan so that you melt the cheese, it would be fantastic. So I think that was a success, don't you? I'd be very pleased to hear what you comments about it. See, make it and enjoy. Derek's going to put the recipe up for you, but I used about half as much water again as we said. So just be a little bit cautious when adding the water. You saw how it just has to come together. And if you get it a little bit too moist, then just add just a little bit more flour. But lovely. I am going to experiment with more fillings in there. I'm thinking of eggs and all sorts of things, and olives and peppers, and the mind's going, it's whirling. So thank you very much for watching. Please go to mrscalabashcooks.com, like and pass it on share it with a friend, and stay safe, stay well, and we will see you on Friday at 2 p.m. We've got some rather nice, making something rather nice on Friday. So see you. Okay, guys. And then some dimes. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Thanking me for 20 bucks. Didn't pay the rent on the money that you spent. So don't blame me. Hi, Katie.